Peter Obi from the Labour Party, who joins us now from Lagos. Peter, we wanted to give the ages of the candidates because the two septuagenarians, those in their 70s, they may represent something slightly different. You have set yourself up as a younger person who's dynamic, who is telling Nigerians that it's their country and they have to claim it back. Some people think that's populism. You say it's not true. Set yourself up for us. Why would you want a job like this? Nigeria has so many problems. You could be in business. You could be making money.
Well, at a time like this, we need to rescue our country from collapsing. It's not just being in private business that is important. The country is beset with several problems where all we do now is producing poverty, insecurity, and everything. You know, all symptoms of a failing state is here, and we need to start reversing that. And the only way to reverse that is to get involved. That's why I'm involved.
Okay, give us two ideas, two simple ideas that are going to make Nigeria better under your presidency.
Well, you need to secure and unite the country. Today, insecurity is everywhere. It's not as if the enemy is more formidable than the government. But because of weak leadership and weak governance of our security infrastructure, the country is insecure, and you need to unite the country. Two, you need to move the country from consumption to production. The country needs to be more productive. If you look at it, our reserves today is low compared with our population and our size. When you compare us with the other country of our size.
Peter, are you going to send the army to defeat Boko Haram? Muhammadu Buhari came to power saying that he was going to end the threat of terrorism. And I understand even President Buhari's wife has recently apologized to the Nigerian people for not delivering everything her husband said that he was going to deliver. How are you going to defeat Boko Haram?
One thing is that I wouldn't apologize. We'll deal with it decisively. We have enough. Nigeria has been known of peacekeeping, and they have what it takes to be able to tame that situation. And we will deal with it decisively.
Some people say that you entering this race is actually going to take away votes from the opposition because they believe the opposition should be concentrating on making sure that one of these two dominant parties since the end of military rule in 1999 should be swept aside and that something new should come. You would be something new, but people are saying that you're going to split the opposition vote.
Well, I think we're going to take vote from both of them. A time we are in now is a time for character, competence, commitment, and compassion. We need a leadership that have the right qualities. It is not a time for incompetent leadership any longer. Nigeria is on the brink and requires a leader that has the capacity to deal with the issues confronting Nigeria.
You talk about prudence and accountability. If you win the election, will your idea of accountability be retrospective? Will you try to prosecute people who have committed crimes against the state, say, for example, bribery and corruption, committed those crimes in the past, or will you just look forward?
Well, both sides. I'm going to look forward. I'll be aggressively looking forward, ensuring that the right things are done. We fight corruption, and we're not just going to say we're fighting corruption. We're going to remove all the roots that will make it possible for that to continue. We're going to cut costs of governance. We're going to, all areas of corruption like subsidy will be removed, our petroleum tax will be curtailed, and everything. And then, of course, those who did the wrong thing in the past will go through the process of the law.
The US government, just in the past 24 hours, has announced a visa ban on some unnamed Nigerians. Interesting, they haven't been named. But the US says that those restrictions have been placed because these people have undermined the democratic process in a recent Nigerian election. There's little detail. What do you think the US government means?
Well, I don't know. But I'm sure that they know or they have information, which I don't have. Mine is to focus on how we can build a new Nigeria, because it's possible. It's a country that is so endured in every ramification, and see how we can start turning it around based on its factor endearment of each section of Nigeria.
Peter, you know what, we really, really appreciate you spending time with us. And while I was thinking about how we were going to interact and the things I was going to ask you, I was hoping that you might be a fan of science fiction, because if you win that presidential election, you know the headlines in Nigeria, they're all going to be the same. Obi won. It will be amazing. What a headline. Peter Obi, thank you very much indeed. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
January the 20th.